And now we're live.
Now we're live.
Hi.
Or, well, we're not live. We're recording.
Now we're recording.
Okay.
And now we're kitty cats.
Yes, here's your hot dog. So, how do we get this started?
I don't remember the timeline.
I meant to write it down.
I
Well, we gotta do intros.
Intros.
There was
What
mints in
intro?
my notebook.
I left inside.
I'm Amanda, I think. I'm looking at my phone for a timeline.
Okay, it was intros, and then self-call-outs, topic, and then we're gonna invite our guests, but our guest never showed.
The frick.
Lorelai is our guest.
Lorelai is our guest.
And then we're gonna do shameless self-plugs.
Shameless self-plugs. We talk a lot.
We talk a lot. Well, that's why we're doing this, because we need a place to talk publicly so everybody can see us.
No, I meant I'm trying to scroll through our conversation for the schedule.
This was also
schedule.
true. You don't trust me to... I made it somewhere and saved it on my phone, but I have no idea how to access it.
Did I screenshot it? She can't be here if she's going to chew like that.
I 100% agree.
Our first ever guest is going to get kicked out. Yeah.
She's bound to get kicked out of a lot of places throughout her life.
I sang.
You're singing? Oh, you're staying.
She's saying.
I give up. There was tarot in there somewhere.
Yeah, that was towards the end.
Oh, towards the end.
Unless you want to rearrange it. I mean, this is the first ever episode. We can just do whatever the hell we want.
You didn't intro yourself.
I'm Felix.
Here.
Hi.
Who are you?
Do you have a name?
Lola.
Lola?
Lola.
Are you mocking my child with a speech delay?
Yes. Oh, we're going to get canceled our first episode.
Okay, why don't you go mock the other one?
Guys.
God, she's gonna get us kicked out.
Kick out. Kick out.
Then it's just Lorelai. and
No, you're saying.
And the moral of the show is be kind.
We're shaking the table, which is shaking my craft
I
cart
like
where my
your diamond.
computer
You
is
like my
filming us.
diamond? Thank you.
My teacher talking
We're
about
just talking
my
about ADHD. I
diamonds.
feel like this is relevant.
Your teacher talked about diamonds?
Neat.
Was it about how terrible they are and how little children mine them and...
No.
Oh, okay, that's good. Because it's probably inappropriate to talk about with you.
My hand is here.
Okay, intros
Okay.
are done. What
Well,
was the
maybe
second
we
one?
might
Oh! The Audaccuracy.
Yes,
podcast.
because this is the Welcome to the Audaccuracy. I'm Felix. This is Amanda.
Oh, that's a good intro. Let's go with that one.
We'll go with that
I
one.
saw a diamond.
And then we call not each other. That would
We
be
call
sad. You
ourselves
would hurt
out.
my
That would
feelings.
be
I
mean.
would cry.
That would be mean. We're not all about that. We call ourselves out.
We call ourselves out. So we decided to make a podcast. I'm going to tell the Mark story.
Our story?
The Mark.
Okay, I thought you said Mark's story. I'm like, why are we telling about Mark's story? We're just gonna become the microphone doesn't work. It's just here for show.
Oh.
So anyways, it's stuck on something.
It was hilarious if it is actually working and it's recording everything and you just like breathed into it. Like if it turns out I'm wrong.
And now this is ASMR.
Okay, so the Mark story.
Horrible chewing noises.
The Mark story.
You
Now we're gonna get 1 million views
You
because
get
of my ASMR.
kicked out.
So we discussed making the podcast, and then I told my husband how we're gonna make this podcast and we are going to become famous. And then I told him that the podcast name is the Audaccuracy.
Audaccuracy.
Shh. Then he immediately was like, so basically you and Felix are going to call yourselves out on things that you need to change that you're never planning on changing. And it was so Audaccurate!
You talking about
That's very
Because that is
Audaccurate.
exactly what we're going to do. We're going to call it, not each other, we're going to call ourselves out. Never change a thing because we're perfect. And then go on with our lives and hopefully be entertaining while we do it.
Pretty much the whole point here is to be entertaining.
I'm entertained. Are you entertained, Lola?
I got to.
Hey, if it all fails,
Last
all we
one.
really need to do is just put our feet up on the table, get them right in a frame. Views. Views for
No!
Oh. Well, that guy that made iCarly would view it.
days. Dan Parent.
Dan Parent. Who's Steve Harmon? Why did I think of Steve Harmon?
I don't know who Steve Harmon is.
You are supposed to know these things. Maybe I made that name up.
You may have.
Sometimes I make things
There's
up.
a Hartman. Though I'm forgetting his
I don't
first name
Hartman.
temporarily.
This show grandma's your.
I don't
Your
like him
cards.
anymore, so now I've forgotten his first name. Something
These
Hartman.
is Auntie Amanda's cards, and it's so cute.
They are so cute. Do you know what's amazing about these cards?
What?
Do you know what's amazing about these cards?
What's amazing about these cards?
So this is the Animal Apothecary deck. Oh, they can't see because it's mirrored. But everyone should buy them. I had to buy them. I had no choice but to buy them.
Wait.
Obviously.
The special
Because-
is this
Do you see
card?
who made, illustrated, and wrote this book?
Oh my god!
Our cousin's best friend made an animal. It's not tarot. It's an animal medicine deck.
Let's see.
So
this
every
one
day
have
you
one.
pick an animal card, and then it guides you through your
Next time.
day.
So cool.
So I'll pick one for our first
Yeah.
viewers. Here's your animal card for the cheese.
My deck is cartoon themed. But I'm also not the tarot reader here, so mine just sits decoratively on this shelf that I thought I couldn't get out of frame, but the frame is a lot different when recording, so I don't know what you can see
Yeah.
and what you can't see.
So sacred boundaries. So look, isn't this good?
I want to see your book.
Neat.
I'm gonna read it because I haven't memorized the meanings of these cards yet.
This one have special.
Sacred boundaries. Tiger palm. Oh, tiger palm. Tiger palm is the medicine of sacred boundaries. Tigers are masters of their territory. In the jungle, tigers say no to living near other tigers because she knows this will diminish the amount of food in her territory. Tigers say yes to living near water, for she knows it is a good medicine to relax and play in the flowing waters. Tiger is bold and never thinks twice about whether she should allow something toxic and dramatic in her environment, nor does she ever feel bullied or coerced into doing something she does not want to do. Tiger is so strong because she creates firm boundaries. This card is actually for me. Tiger's power comes from knowing and honoring herself. We teach people how to treat us. Never expect others to automatically respect and treat you with the justice, love, and consideration you deserve, even when you treat them with kindness. Articulate and create boundaries through courteous speech.
Auntie Amanda.
Boundaries do not apply only to behavior from others, but also the way we treat ourselves. Do you have guidelines for the food you put into your body, the people you create relationships with, the words you say, and the topics you discuss? I do not. Start scanning what behaviors you hold that do not align with I treat my body, mind, and spirit like a sacred temple. Tiger Palm's medicine directs you to set boundaries with not only others, but yourself.
We got one too.
You got, oh, you're pulling out the tarots yourself? So set good boundaries. That's not something I'm good at.
It's not.
We almost have the same.
Almost.
Is that what you're going to call yourself out for today?
That is what I should call myself out for today, is not setting boundaries. But I thought because it was the first podcast,
You
we were
wanna
calling
see
each
our
other,
cards?
ourselves out. Yeah, I'm going to say each other every time. Apparently, I just want to call you out.
Except for I'm perfect. How are you going to do that?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know.
I
We're
see
going to
a
call
sun. Look, a sun.
myself out for being unprepared.
Look at yours. You have to read ours.
Like when I picked on you for your podcast ideas, and then you asked me where my
This
notebook
one
was, and
is
it's at home.
special. I drink.
But
Don't
then,
ruin it. We're going to tell that story eventually.
plot twist, it wasn't at home, it was in my purse!
Everything is in your purse. You should always check before you say you don't have something.
It's true. Including these 2 tarot decks were in my purse, and I thought I left them at home. I thought I left everything at
have
home.
2 tarot decks if you needed it.
I was going to bring props because Happy Samhain, and I didn't.
The Halloween box. We should have set up with the Halloween stuff.
That's true.
Look.
I thought about it.
Squirrel.
I said I was going to do it, and then I didn't.
You want
I
to
don't
read
know why the
this
sad squirrel
book?
looks so angry.
Even the cloud looks very angry that he's sad.
A
cheer
tarot
up!
card is
How dare you!
1, 2, 3, 4,
The
5.
tree is angry. Oh, then there's the happy squirrel in contrast.
I mentioned when you were doing your tarot class that this deck had exclusive cards.
Hey, happy
The
and
happy
sad.
The happy and the sad squirrel.
Sad.
I think you should have made it the mad
Look.
squirrel when he, because that's what he drew.
And the tech.
So yes, grossly unprepared. That is us.
That is this. If that's what you want to see, 2 grossly unprepared people just sitting here and having fun, this is the place to be. That is my hot cocoa.
Did you finish your hot cocoa?
No. She finished mine.
You should set good boundaries, Felix, and tell her no, that is mine.
No, I'm just gonna drink
Boundaries.
hers, which has marshmallows in it.
Mm. She is good at setting boundaries.
This is a fact.
She was like, you may not have my marshmallows. I was drinking yours and saving my marshmallows for later.
Saving my marshmallows for the movie. She does her own ponytails now.
I love it.
I'm no longer needed.
You are obsolete.
I'm obsolete.
Okay, we did intros. Called each other out.
I
Gosh
need
darn it!
help. Wait.
I never called myself out.
Oh, call yourself out. Why are you terrible? Why are you a horrible, rotten person who shouldn't even exist?
I mean, technically we were both grossly unprepared, so I guess it was a co-calling out. We called each other out
Indeed.
on us both being grossly unprepared for this.
Indeed. Is your deck dirty? I thought your deck was dirty, but it's
Nope.
just like purposely
Yep.
because it's old cartoons.
Yep.
I was gonna call you out about your deck being dirty.
My deck's not dirty, my deck is just cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we did
This
intros.
is a demon.
Oh, you're gonna write it down now under ideas.
And then self
Let me
call out.
see. I find a demon.
Apparently, John Knight is talking to our mother.
Demon, demon. Where are you?
Oh.
Demon.
She has a special relationship with John Knight.
Aha! I found a demon. This is a
I
demon.
found a demon too.
Right here. Okay, so next, what is our topic of conversation?
Samhain!
Samhain! Samhain!
It's the witch's new year.
Okay.
So we're going to start a new podcast on the new year. Happy New Year.
Okay.
Happy Samhain.
I feel like a lot of people know that Samhain is the day, or at least some sort of version of Samhain is the day that the veil
Happy Samhain.
between
Yeah.
the worlds is
Samhain.
Samhain is
thinnest.
Samhain is the holiday that was appropriated into Halloween. So.
Indeed.
Yeah, if you just point that out, that's an easy assumption to make.
But I don't think most people know that it's the new year. I like to point that out.
I don't think.
I'm all about a new year, a fresh start. We're going into the dark times.
New me. New year, new me.
New year, same me.
When I was checking my spelling on Google, when I was suggesting this to you, I saw that it was the new year, and that's how I learned.
Oh.
Let me.
Though you've probably posted it 3,000,005 times on Facebook.
I do every year.
So there's another
every year because I love me a new year. Love me a new year.
Say Happy Samhain, and I don't ever have to read the post.
Can you believe that? I just learned that I write books on Facebook, and my sibling doesn't read them. She just scans the post for the highlights. Just enough.
It worked.
Just enough to look. It was read. I'm gonna start dropping like subtle things in the middle and then testing you on it.
I'll start putting codes in there.
I am.
Testing.
Like a little
I love you. I love you. You hear my voice?
I think it might be only your voice that anyone's gonna hear. Oh, you've been watching too much Farmhouse. Oh.
Stop talking. Be quiet to you. Be quiet.
We're interrupting Lorelai's podcast.
So rude.
Stop talking.
I don't think we've gotten to guests yet.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, I got this.
Talk. Don't talk. Everyone. I make
I
sure.
don't know if I want this guest coming back on our show again.
You're canceled.
Woof, woof,
Oh
woof,
my gosh.
woof.
I have the ring light on.
Woof,
And she's sitting so
woof,
far forward
woof.
that it's like.
Because she's a demon?
Woof.
Oh,
Woof,
and she wrote
woof.
she did the eyeliner thing, so now it just looks like she has really dark circles under her eyes.
Woof, woof, woof. Like a dog. Woof,
Dark
woof,
circles
woof.
like a dog.
Stop. You quiet. You talk quiet.
You quiet.
I talking in the microphone.
Oh, you have the microphone?
So
Ah!
don't talk. I make sure it's working.
But it's
now.
not.
Should do an episode where people just watch us play
Working,
games one day.
working.
That'd be a fun episode idea.
I see
Oh.
circles.
Like apples to apples?
Apples.
We'll need to get more
apples,
guests for that one.
Apples.
Oh, you're right.
But
Owl.
yes.
Oh.
Like...
Oh. Oh. Oh.
You're trying to think of two-player games, aren't you?
Oh.
I mean, Uno.
Like Uno?
Uno Dare.
Or,
Uno Dare would be really fun for a podcast.
How dare you?
So I've never played this game that you gave me because it's 2 players and I always need games for more people.
Oh, we could play that.
Let's play it now.
We're not doing it now. We're talking about Halloween.
We're talking about Halloween.
No.
What are your goals for the new year?
Well, I want to start a podcast with my sister.
Woohoo!
I want to get my shop up and running. I'm hoping to
Yes.
have that done by Halloween because I got a bunch of Halloween stuff. So who was hoping to have it done like last week, but
Shameful plugs.
that's
Skip
me.
Woo, 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 woo.
But yeah, that's pretty much the goals for this new year.
I like it.
Is start getting this podcast up and getting my shop up. Eventually, not gonna push it on me for this year. If I get to it, that's great. I'm hoping maybe Wow, that's a lot of inverted.
And it's all aces. It means that we have no ideas.
What's your password? What's your password?
I can't tell you that on the internet. Everybody is gonna hear my password, find my phone, and then unlock it and know my secrets. I don't have any secrets.
We'll go back to the rest of my ideas that I have.
All the ideas.
I would like to get a Twitch stream up and running one of these days.
Oh.
But the focus for this
you
new
have a
year.
Twitch already.
I do. I just never actually stream.
Which one?
I've been wanting to
Which
play
one?
Going the Distance, which came out like a year ago, and I'm like, oh, we keep putting that
I
off.
should do that one.
I should play that. Playing a lot of Mortuary, and it's popular right now. I should just do a Mortuary stream.
I don't know any of that. I just want to play board games.
This is valid.
I want to watch this
We need
one.
we need to find more ways to make money,
This is true, I'm broke.
Oh,
more ideas,
I have lots of ideas.
more
I have
thoughts.
ADHD.
Well, maybe
Again,
it
I
just
have
means that we need
ADHD.
to
The
organize
thoughts of,
them.
that one's true. I'll take that one.
Because the Eight of Cups, also inverted, by the way, is also means a lot of options.
Oh yeah, no, that's me. ADHD.
So this is the spread that is calling us out, saying that we are unorganized and unprepared.
Yeah, that one is valid. I'm gonna pull 3 cards out of my deck. See what my deck has to say to us. And then you can tell me what my deck is saying to us.
So my goals are to save the world with tarot, to get a bunch of tarot coaching clients, and
There you go. That's my pull.
buy a house. I'm gonna buy a house this year.
More like, can you sit back so Auntie can see what I pulled?
Thought you were gonna read it.
No, I said you're gonna tell me what it says.
It says we're broke. We're loyal. But we have a lot of ideas and we're
Flippy.
charging forward.
Flippy. Flippy.
True story.
Flippy.
I love it.
5 of Pentacles, financial hardship. Knight of Swords, taking action with your thoughts. What was the other one? Oh, 9 of Cups is loyalty and sticking with itness. Oh, so maybe...
So we're gonna stick to this.
I was concerned. I will tell the story of me being concerned because Mars retrograde starts... What was it, tomorrow? Tomorrow?
I have no
Mars?
idea. I don't
So-
pay attention to that kind of stuff. That's what you think.
I do. Mars is the planet of action. Now, for the next few days, the Earth...
Can we wash it away?
Can you go... Why don't you go take that over to the bed?
Oh, I would.
Or...
She doesn't. I didn't mean to interrupt you to have you tell my child to leave.
Get out!
Get! Begone!
Begone!
It was not. I was getting
Begone,
out of your
vile
way.
child. She just sat in your seat. Go take Coco Melon over to the bed.
No,
In
that's
fact, if you go back through my purse, you can find my earbuds.
okay.
Yeah, but now your purse is gonna be literally.
She actually did really good taking one thing at a time out of my purse and then putting it back. I was surprised
It's surprising.
pleasantly. So, Mars retrograde. So
Okay,
the
Mars
Earth is
retrograde.
now, well, starting tomorrow, going twice as fast. This is not how the planets travel. This is how they travel in my mind. It's going twice as fast in the orbit. So they're supposed to be going like orbit. And then all of a sudden the Earth for the next few days is going to be like, get out of my way, Slowpoke! And it's going to lap Mars twice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, because Mars is the planet of action and passion, passion and motivation is going to wane for the next few days. So, if you are feeling unmotivated for something that once was exciting to you, a job, a project, even a human, if you had like a crush that you're like, they're not all that, give it a few days. Don't do anything drastic. Because then, when Mars is like, whatever, fine, and like gets over its resting period or whatever it's doing, and gets back to normal, then everything will get back to normal. And of course, we decided we're gonna launch a new project right when you're not supposed to be launching a new project.
I'm just saying, as I previously stated when you pointed this out,
Accident. Look.
I am an autistic person with ADHD with an idea.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Mars stop me. The only thing that could stop me is another project.
Come at me, Mars. Well, that's the thing.
Well, are we doing it?
We're doing it.
We're recording right now.
Doing it and doing it and doing it.
So,
well.
Samhain. Am I pronouncing that right?
Samhain.
My bad. I was like, I know I'm doing this wrong. Oh, Samhain. I knew I was doing it wrong. There was a thing I've heard about how you're not supposed to say Samhain 1,005 times. Your earbuds don't fit in
Because you have
my
little tiny
6
ears. Don't lose them.
Hello?
Oh, I got the Ace of Swords and Bird with
Hello?
it. Darn it.
Hello?
I'm coming up with ideas. You wrote the schedule into the idea thing so that we couldn't show the blank page under podcast.
Okay, this was a blank page that just said podcast ideas. But now instead of podcast ideas, it's just our schedule.
I was very amused when I opened it. It was like, podcast ideas. Wah, wah.
That's because, you know what, when I did have an idea, instead of writing it down, I immediately texted you.
Indeed.
Instead of writing it down.
It's
so
difficult.
It's not that I don't have ideas. It's that I don't remember to write them down.
It's difficult to play. And is she talking to?
She's talking
John
to
Knight?
Caleb.
Oh.
Yes, Mom is yelling. I don't know what to do at John Knight.
Oh, lol.
I think Caleb's trying to ask her with help with Minecraft.
Oh no, I don't know what to do with Minecraft either.
Momentarily, I will be summoned.
I was gonna say, oh, it's difficult to plan the podcast.
She's here.
Alone, poor Kay.
Right there, yes.
The ASMR started again.
I wish the microphone worked because the ASMR just would work so much better.
It would work so much better.
Because the microphone is just for show.
Every time I open my phone, the girls have these ASMR videos pulled up, and it's like torture.
Is the moistness in their mouths?
Yes.
I don't understand.
I don't either. It's the worst thing on the.
What did it just tell you this time?
It's the same card. Are you guys lying?
No, this is pre-recorded. We're recording and then I'm going to edit it later. Assuming I can figure out how to edit with this specific website program.
Snaps. It would be like Tobuscus. Didn't he not edit? Am I making that up?
No, he didn't. He had some things that he edited and some things that he didn't.
I don't know. She said whenever I wanted, so I think I'm never going. I'm kidding. Oh, she's got my sweet one. I won't leave her.
Yeah, I have no idea if I'm even able to figure this out. Cause I didn't check this one out. I only downloaded an audio recording, and then we're like, oh, why don't we include our beautiful faces, which offended
So
our
this-
mother deeply.
It does. She doesn't like people seeing our beautiful faces. Even worse if she knew that my beautiful niece was in here earlier.
Shh, don't tell her. And the problem is that my face looks like her ex, and your face looks like his sister.
Lol.
Your sisters had to
But my
charge.
face also looks like her favorite child.
You know,
How dare you take her
I
favorite
love
child's face?
peacock.
I had it first.
Try another deck.
Oh no, so this might not work. I mean, I'd just be hanging out for nothing.
No, it'll work. It's just whether or not I'm cutting out the whole conversation with Mom or just posting it as is.
We should just post it as is. That one's tiny. It's like a little mini deck. I don't think you've ever shown me the bag that it came in.
Oh, it didn't come in that bag. It didn't come with a bag. I bought that on Amazon.
Oh.
Because I thought it would go nice with my steampunk tarot deck.
It does. I love it.
What did we decide this was?
We decided. Is it wands?
Yes, I think we decided that one was wands.
Yes.
So I got an inverted seven of wands.
I don't know how to work these.
You don't know how to work these.
What does that mean, Amanda?
Are you just pulling the one?
Yeah.
Oh, 7 of wands. Inverted 7 of wands. This is the 8 of wands. I think that is... That's like... I was going to say standing your ground, but it does look like he's standing his ground, so I'm going to go with it. Like, standing your grounds, and the wands are creation, so really about, like, an idea. So, like, even though Mars is in retrograde, you're going to be stubborn and stand your ground and still do the podcast.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like me. I don't let
And
Mars
that was
tell me what to do.
inverted because I'm worried that we won't. That we're going to give up.
We're literally doing it right now.
Are you sure?
What do you call this?
What if it's a dream? What if we're in the Matrix?
Okay, so Samhain. We were talking about Samhain
We
and the
were
history of
talking
Samhain.
about
Did you know that?
Samhain.
I feel like we both have ADHD. Only one of us is formally diagnosed, but you can't deny it.
I don't know what you mean.
So Samhain is the Witch's New Year.
Which is New Year.
So it's a good time to start new projects, which is how I talked you into not being worried about the Mars retrograde.
That's true. That is true. We are going into the dark times, though, because the time is going to be, days are shorter now, and it's darker, and it's time to rest and reflect and take stock of last year and make your goals
We can
for
do
this
that
next
very
year.
publicly while doing a podcast.
We can do that. We can do that.
What's your goals for the new year?
I already told you, and you weren't listening because you have ADHD. I am going.
I remember you asking me what mine were. So I was being polite and asking you, but rude because I apparently wasn't listening when you answered that question earlier.
Whatever. So, my goals are to save the world with tarot.
Oh, yeah, I heard you say that.
God, it's like you got a slow processing speed.
Do you ever notice how dirty my laptop screen is?
Wait, this whole podcast is just me making fun of people with disabilities.
my secret plot to get you canceled.
Oh.
Everybody loves you. It must come to an end.
I see that you're secretly bigoted. It's all jokes. It's just for fun, for humor. God, Will Smith is gonna smack me
Wait, what?
for making fun of people.
Yeah, but you didn't make fun of his wife's alopecia. I think you're fine.
Oh, good.
I think as long as it's not Tata's alopecia, you're good.
Oh,
God, she's gorgeous.
Indeed. What was I saying? Oh, save the world with tarot. Start my tarot coaching business. Oh, I already started my tarot coaching business. And I'm going to get more tarot coaching clients and make everyone wildly successful. And I'm going to buy a house. And then once the house is all situated, then I'm going to open Dandelion Land. Like for reals, in like a physical location, so that I can heal the world. So
rent me
I
space.
have very small goals.
They're very small goals.
Very small. And I'm gonna rent you a space, and you're gonna create, and we're all gonna create.
Nice.
Wendy's gonna bake. I realized that to have a bakery, I would need a full kitchen. So I need to
You might need an
scale down.
industrial kitchen.
Yeah. So I need to scale down. Maybe we'll have like some cookies that Wendy bakes in her kitchen. And coffee. Definitely coffee.
Why scale down though?
Okay, I don't know that I want to invest in an entire kitchen. My business model is in a bakery.
Do you think Wendy would want to join me in my dream of opening up an Alice in Wonderland themed cafe?
Wendy hates Alice in Wonderland. Haven't you ever seen her arm?
This is true. And I just realized
we should have Wendy
that
as a guest.
Wendy should. We should.
We will plot to take over the world with Alice in Wonderland themed cafe.
But it just occurred to me that I bet she would be a great business partner. Because as much as I love the baking side of it, I'm not formally trained.
Wendy is.
She is. So
you can steal my baker, but then your bakery just has to supply baked goods for my store.
If we got conjoining stores.
The plot thickens.
That way my studio will be right next to my other business because I'm going to have way too many businesses.
What I really want to do you want to hear my secret plot to rule the world?
I'm ready.
I'm going to start my own cult. But it's going to be like a good cult.
Do you follow Mother Nightshade on TikTok?
I do not.
Oh, correct that. Join the Church of Fuckery, Amanda.
Did she start a cult and steal my idea?
By accident.
Oh, see, I want to start an accidental cult. That's what I want to do. And so what's going to happen is I'm going to buy, once I get rich off of reading tarot, I'm going to buy.
I did it.
Oh, yay. Oh, perfect. I'm going to buy a plot of land.
But I need help with your password.
Okay.
As a church.
And I'm going to build on that plot of land. And then it's going to be like the land of misfit toys where everybody can come and they can like live there if they want to. And they just have to like work and like help us. And like we'll grow food.
Oh, you are legitimately trying to start a cult.
Yes. And it's where everybody will be nice to each other and we'll all work together. And that's my rule. If you're not nice and if you're not helping, then you're going to get kicked out. And Mark says that I can't make everyone be nice, but he's a hater.
He'll be
And
the
he
first one
needs
kicked
to-
out.
He is going to be the first one kicked out, and he's just going to have to learn to participate rather than to hate. Grubby gills. To bring the vibration down on my cult.
But yeah, you should go next time you're on
And I need
TikTok.
him because he's a builder, so I need him to get with the program so that he can build all of our...
You looked at it when it happened. I thought you were aware, and you just left it on the floor anyways.
Oh, my ear stuff
I'm
on
gonna
it.
drop my my apples to apples.
Ow. Oh my god. Ow.
But yeah, next
What
time,
are you going to dress up for this year? Since I just realized that our topic is Samhain.
I don't know. I've not decided.
Okay.
This is pre-recorded. This is not actually on the day.
Oh shoot!
I'm probably going to be a witch.
those for people who wonder if for like recordings that are done multiple in a day, we are recording in batches because one of us has a day job. One of us is a bum who will probably do most of the editing. Good luck guessing which one's which. Do you have to work on Monday?
Nope, got the day off.
Cool.
I work for an amazing financial planner if anybody wants some financial planning. I can hook you up. Licensed in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, Carolinas, Florida, California, all over the place.
Nice.
I can read your tarot cards.
I manage appointments for a special needs child.
That's a full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
I do that as well.
Medications. Yeah, you have several full-time jobs.
You give me a pink thing.
What pink thing?
Go
That.
with this. Whoa.
You mean
Well,
throw?
I don't actually manage most of his appointments. He's been managing his appointments.
He's almost 18.
Oh, I was thinking about Ricky, who is almost
Oh.
20. At the time we launch this podcast, he's going to be 20.
Yeah, Ricky will be 20 when this episode goes
I
live.
died. Eric is almost 18. I manage his appointments.
Oh, you still manage his stuff?
See,
You should start trying to, like, sitting down and show him, like, give him the numbers and work with him to learn how to do it himself.
he will have a panic attack. We'll do that when he turns 18. He's cut off completely.
Well,
No
see,
help at all.
Well, that's why I'm saying you should start, like, working through it first before you just cut him off.
Nope, cut off.
I know, that would be a terrible thing to do to your special needs child.
I know,
Managing everything for them, and then when they turn 18, just handing them the phone numbers and saying good luck.
Gosh, I feel like this is a very familiar story. You're so soft. The shirt is very soft.
I own 3 of them.
I enjoy them.
You know what I just saw? I was on TikTok, and I think I saw this person was defending themselves, and I was like, well, that's stupid that they needed to defend themselves. But then I went into the comments and was like, I am so down for this. They went and they were like, Happy Trans Mask Autumn, because people who are trans mask like to wear layers to try to, hide the booba.
Oh.
So autumn is a fantastic time for big flannels and hoodies and stuff to hide the booba.
I just like it to hide my fat.
Yeah, that works too. Is there anything else to say on Samhain other than Halloween costumes? Lorelei's going as Harley Quinn.
I love it.
She did ask me at one point in time if I would go as Joker, but I don't know if I can come up with a Joker costume that fast.
Yes, you can. Remember that time at band camp that I went as Catwoman and Eric went as Batman, but then you told Eric that Batman once dated Catwoman and he insisted on being changed into a very last-minute makeshift pirate?
They're married now.
Ah!
And they had a baby.
Terrible.
I can't remember if she was pregnant. I don't know, at one point in time I saw pictures of her pregnant. It was relatively recently. But they are married now, yeah.
I guess I'll just save all the couples costumes for me and you.
It's the best thing to do. I can't think of anyone else that you could do a couples costume with but me.
I cannot.
Because I'm the best option.
Like the time at band camp. One time at band camp I did a whole family themed Nightmare Before Christmas costume. So I was Sally.
I was
My
Jack.
husband was Oogie Boogie. 2 of my children and one of Felix's children were Boogie's boys. And then Felix showed up dressed as Jack Skellington, and my husband was highly offended.
I don't understand why. Obviously. We were Harley and Ivy together one year.
We were Harley and Ivy together one year.
It was Batman.
I think that was pre-Mark.
That was pre-Mark.
That was...
And what, were we supposed to change?
I was gonna make an Acuren before Mark, but then he would be a BM. They don't do those around Mark. My husband doesn't know that I poop. Is that something I should call myself out on?
That is, and he knows you poop. You just don't like to admit that he knows.
That I poop.
I'm sure he's seen the book, Everybody Poops. Which I have saved in my Amazon cart, because me and your son agrees that would be a hilarious birthday gift for you one year.
No. I'm offended by your insinuation that I poop. That I am a normal, fully functioning human who moves my bowels.
say audio only. Untitled recording overview, audio only.
It does, but why are we here?
I don't know.
I guess we shall see.
Our first episode may be audio only, but after I put all that work in,
Yeah.
well, at least it'll be up. Maybe I can start those TikToks that I want to back order while I get my my shop up and running.
Ooh.
So unless
Okay.
and one of your daughters was Supergirl and one of them was Batgirl that year.
I think Elizabeth was Batgirl. What should we do?
I tried to get Lorelai to watch Twitches today.
All the girls liked that.
Oh, did they find it relatable?
They did. Good witches. Yeah, so Samhain, which is New Year, getting ready for dark time, and then the veil between the worlds is the thinnest, so honor your ancestors. Make a little altar to people who passed away, and maybe they'll come visit you today.
And they'll support us in our new endeavors.
And they will support us in our new endeavors. You know, I named Dandelion Land after, well, it wasn't after Chris, but Auntie Chris loved Dandelion Land, so I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
So I named my store Dandelion Land and my future cult. I'll buy a plot of land and I'll name it Dandelion Land. And we will not kill the dandelions.
And since dandelions are very well, I mean, you can kill some because you want to use them. They have a lot of health benefits to cook with.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Make dandelion tea. You know what they help with?
What?
Pooping, which I don't do.
Keep it in mind.
I have dandelion tea.
Oh, does it help you poop?
I haven't drinking it. And I
Is it because you're scared to poop?
Yes. I actually bought it for Elizabeth.
Ah, she is afraid to poop. Does she still have problems? Because I have a book now that's called "Are You
Everybody
Afraid
Poops.
to Poop?"
Are you afraid? That'll also be my birthday gift.
Well, it's not really about people who just don't want to poop because they're embarrassed by pooping. It's about people who don't want to poop because it hurts.
Oh, my Elizabeth.
And I was like, wow, where was this when Amanda was having the same problem with Elizabeth that I'm having with Lorelai?
Oh, I'm yawning. What do we have? 12 minutes. Should we move on to shameless plugs?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we don't really have a guest.
She left to go watch Cocomelon.
She left to go.
www.facebook.com/Amanda's Gruntles. That's AMANDA GRUNTLES. Come join me on Facebook. Also, amandasgruntles.weebly.com is my website. People should follow me.
I don't really have a website yet. I'm going to get everything set up. I do have a Ko-fi, but I don't know it off the top of my head. But if you find me anywhere on TikTok or Twitter, Felix the Awkward Gamer, I do have a link tree in both of those pages.
Kofefi! Oh, did you set that up for the podcast, or
Not
did
yet.
you
What
just
I
have
was
one?
doing when you got, I have one for Felix the Awkward Gamer. That's where I'm going to put all of my the stuff. I was thinking, going back and forth between doing a website, doing Etsy, and then I discovered you can just set up a shop on Ko-fi. I'm like, oh, well, instead of getting a Patreon and a shop and all that stuff, I'll just post everything on Ko-fi. And that is also, a place where people who want to support you, if you do online content and stuff, can donate money to you and subscribers and stuff. Not much to set up. I'm going to start working sometime in the coming weeks And the goal is to have everything up and running October 9th now, but when this posted, it'll be October 31st. So I'm hoping by then I will have more up. I will have made progress, is the goal. Sometime in probably, hopefully, maybe a week or so, because I got a bunch of Halloween fabric, so I want to get up in time for people to buy. Woo! So, shameless plugs.
Shameless plugs. I do tarot reading. I sell nail strips, if there's actually a video. I will show my nail strips.
I have a ton. I need to do my nails right now, but
I sell adult novelties.
I got some of those too, but I'm not showing them.
I do parties. Any combination of what I do. I do tarot parties. I do dildo parties. I
do a sexy tarot party.
Nail bars. I do a sexy tarot. Sexy nails. Nails and tarot. Whatever you want. We could do a full moon ritual, and I'll just set my nail strips up in the background.
She's
whatever.
also ordained and can do weddings.
Oh, I am ordained and can do weddings. I could do like baptisms too. I discovered. I might baptize our friend's
Oh yeah, you're telling me that.
godchild.
What friend?
Heather.
Okay.
That's right. I have one couple that insisted I do relationship counseling for them, but I am not a therapist, so I would suggest that you actually get some professional help. But if you insist and you want to pay me, I'll do that too. I just do it with the tarot.
And she also does it with a disclaimer of I am not a trained professional.
With a
And
disclaimer.
I don't recommend it, but hey, if you give me enough money, I'll do anything.
Well, maybe there's a limit to that.
Damn it.
But I do tarot coaching, which is similar to therapy, but not therapy, because I am not a therapist. It's more life coaching.
This is not.
It is driven by you and your goals and your actions. I cannot diagnose mental illness. But I can help you get to where you want to go. That's my favorite thing to do, I think, recently. It's tarot coaching. Because it's fun. You start off with a tarot. Usually I get a tarot coaching client because they get a reading and it's like abysmal. And they're like, oh my God, where's my life going? And then we decide this is where your life is, this is where you want your life to go. And we do goals and action steps. And then the next week we get together and we do another tarot spread and it looks a little bit better. And we set some more goals and action steps. And then we get back together and it's like weekly accountability and it's fun.
You already did a tarot reading, and technically we'd agreed that was going to be the end of the show. We've done several.
Oh, I'll do, a little outro of, one tarot card for the listeners for the week?
Sure. Yeah, do a tarot card for the listeners for the week. I was also thinking if we, eventually when we do get like a Ko-fi set up, that could be, if we were doing like a subscription, that could be one of the perks of
they
the
can have
subscription
like
was having a personal tarot that could be called out at the end of each show.
I got the Hierophant for you for this week. I'm holding it up to the camera, assuming we have a video that it looks like we don't. But the Hierophant is a card that represents doing things in a traditional way. So it could have one of two meanings usually. Is the traditional way is working, so keep going. Or if you are hitting roadblocks this week, and you are doing things the way you've always done them and you notice that things aren't going as smoothly, it may be time to switch up the game and think outside the box. So it's hard with one card to really know, so I just pulled So I pulled the Hermit in reverse. The Hermit is like going within yourself, so the answers being within you, and reversed, it could be that you're doubting that. So I'm going to say that the traditional way, or the way that you are wanting to do things, is the way to go. But if you're having some doubts, just remember, the Hierophant can also be going back to a time that's worked before, and remembering how that played out. So if you're having doubts this week that you have the answers, go back to a time that you felt the same, that you had doubts, that you didn't have the answers, but then it all worked out well. So then it reminds you that you do in fact have the answers. You do in fact have it inside of you, and everything is going to be okay, and do it that way. Do some meditation, do some journaling. You got this. The answers are within you. And then the other clarifying card was the Fool in reverse, which is experience. You have the experience. So again, go back to a time. Remember a time that, even if you're going through something that's completely out of the box different, then remember a time that you felt similar. Or if you've been here before, remember a time that you've been here before and you got out of it. The end. All right. Have a great week. See you next week.
See you next time. Please join us again.
Peace off. That's not my outro. That's Tobuscus.